everybody, welcome to the video. And if you guys are just catching this video, stumbling upon my channel, this channel is geared towards news and reviews regarding reselling or just e-commerce in general. So we'll look at, the economy, we'll look at things that can affect your online business. We primarily sell on eBay. We did have a Shopify store prior to the pandemic, which we did wind down due to increased fees and shipping. Then, what else? Mercari. We also sell on Mercari. We shifted over from Poshmark to Mercari. We already pre-planned this. We did not shift because of their recent announcement of no fees. This was already planned and in the works. So we do resell on eBay, Mercari. We are on Whatnot, but we haven't been on there in quite some time. Maybe in the future. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, there are other platforms to sell from. And eBay, in the realm of eBay, in the reselling world, more in like the secondhand world, you got Mercari, you got Poshmark, you have Whatnot. And, there's other smaller ones popping up everywhere to kind of grab a little bit of share of eBay's market. And eBay's, one of the biggest players in that market. As far as e-commerce, online, selling, Amazon is the big dog. And, they take the lion's share of customers. However, Amazon is more geared towards retail settings. So you need more, you got to shop differently, or you got to source differently, I should say, for your products if you are on Amazon. Because, Amazon, you're going to want more newer tags, great condition items. Even though Amazon does sell used products, they don't really promote that. It's not, at the forefront of, what they're showing you. It does take a little bit of work to find that. So eBay is all reselling, and pretty much, they do sell new stuff on eBay. Don't get me wrong, there are new items on eBay, plenty of new items on eBay, but there's plenty more, probably more, secondhand. Excuse me, a lot of talking there. But TikTok, believe it or not, is a competitor in the e-commerce space as well too. They have their own shop. They are more known among the younger crowd, the people that are on TikTok, the people that follow TikTok. It's a pretty big demographic, and everybody wants some of that demographic's money, of course. But TikTok recently announced, so they were charging, which I was unaware of this, they were charging 2% for each order, 2% of the price of each order to sellers. That's they're paying TikTok. Well, TikTok is now raising that to 6%. Pretty dramatic raise. I mean, to go from 2 to 6. Still nowhere in the realm of Amazon, eBay. Still fairly cheap as far as fees go. But nonetheless, to go from 2% to 6%, and then in July, they're planning to bump that up to 8%. So now we're starting to get close to the other, the other players that are in the market here. And now we'll see, can that shop survive? Can TikTok survive? It is a competitor to us, to anybody that sells online. And, the fact that their fees were so low, probably attracted a lot of sellers. And they're probably giving better deals over there because they have to pay so much in fees. And TikTok sacrificed. They sacrificed making money for growth. And a lot of companies do that. They'll, sacrifice in the beginning and for potential growth in the future. Obviously, they have money that's backing them up. Money that's coming in. And that money, or those people that are supplying that money, are also going to look towards the future for future earnings. So at some point, TikTok was going to have no choice but to raise their, what they're charging sellers, because they're going to start to work to get into the profit. So they grew. They're pretty big right now, and now we'll see how, what the fallout might be. Will people continue to buy from there? Will sellers continue to sell on there? We will see, and then we'll see what the future holds for TikTok. The other news, more world news here in the e-commerce. So, global e-commerce sales are predicted to grow 8.8% this year. And that is huge. When we're talking about the world, we're talking about billions and billions of people. And we're talking about 8.8%. of billions and billions of people, which is a big number, a huge jump. That's what they're anticipating. Obviously, things can change, but nonetheless, that any type of obviously any type of growth is great in the e-commerce space. We're in the e-commerce space. I'm in the e-commerce space, and then if you're watching this, you're probably in the e-commerce space too. But 8.8%, that's crazy. However, we're in the United States, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there are in the United States. What's the number one problem that we have when trying to sell overseas is shipping costs. It's incredibly high. There are ways to get the shipping costs down. eBay offers their global shipping program, which is great for sellers. As far as buyers, the cost is pretty high. Even just to ship it out to Canada, the cost is pretty high. But for a seller, it's a great program. I mean, I love the program. Don't get me wrong. I do know that the cost is pretty high. So I know it may deter some buyers. And I've had items, in the past, I've, shipped product over from China. And in the past, it was great. It was amazing, like how cheap it was to get product here into the United States. Then things kind of changed. Shipping rates went up, and I was like, kind of in a crunch there. So I'm aware of how much it costs to ship things out around the world. Now, in order for us in the United States to hopefully grab some of that market share around the world, we're going to need something to happen with the shipping, with shipping programs, I don't know what eBay can do to help lower fees as far as shipping internationally. I don't know if there's any other players that may come on the market or come on the scene to try to help us get these items to other people around the world. And the reason why I mention that is because there is a company that is growing incredibly fast. I believe it's pronounced Meesho, Meesho. It is a company. It's a selling platform that currently has 75,000 sellers and has recorded double-digit growth in sales. This company is an Indian-based company. I would love to get a piece of that Indian market. It's huge, huge right now. However, the cost right now, that company, Meesho, we as U.S. sellers, we could buy from there, but we cannot sign up as sellers on there. However, it sounds like a pretty great platform, and if it ever does come this way, I'm gonna definitely have to check it out. But trying to break into other, this is what a lot of people, big businesses try to do. They try to break into new areas, new regions to obviously earn money. Back in the day, that's what a lot of people did. They sailed their ships, across the sea to try to find, wealth and money in other lands. And, in the world of the internet, in the world of e-commerce, if somehow we can figure out how to, get past the logistics, the shipping, the fees there, I think everybody can make a lot more money if we could somehow figure out a way to reduce those costs of, getting items out to, just get them out to Canada. Sometimes it's quite wild. I've had some items stuck in customs over in. I remember one time I sent a transformer over to Canada, not even that far, Vancouver. I'm in California, so up to Vancouver. And it was stuck in customs for 4 months, and it wasn't even a big one. It was like it was two of the little what do you call it? The shockwave little cassette guys, and they were stuck in customs forever. And I was like, I had to refund the guy's money. Eventually, I got the prime back, but all that was tied up for months. So we really, really got to figure out a way to somehow at least reduce the cost and reduce the time it takes to get items, around the world. And that way we can hopefully get a piece of that 8.8% that supposedly e-commerce is going to grow around the world. Let me know you guys' thoughts down below. These videos are meant to be short and should be short. and really just want to, get some conversation going. Let me know what you guys think down below. Hit the thumbs up to like the video. Please subscribe if you want to continue to see content from me, and hit the bell notification to get notified when these videos drop, because these videos are kind of random. I do have my main channel, which is Gem Flipper, and that shows you where I go and what I do to source items to sell online. Catch you in the next one.